Happy Monday. Phil Lindemann with your midday news on Krystal 93. A pair of snowshoers from Colorado Springs were killed by an avalanche on Hoosier Pass this Saturday. 25-year-old Hannah Nash and 35-year-old Drake Overson died of blunt force trauma and asphyxiation when they were buried by a slide that likely broke from above on the north side of North Star Peak. The crown of that slide was 8 to 10 feet deep and traveled nearly 250 vertical feet. Charles Pittman with Summit Rescue Group.
Colorado Avalanche Information Center is going to go up there in the next day or two to do their analysis of the slide. I think they're relatively deep because it did take a while to uncover them.
Rescuers found their bodies yesterday, nearly 24 hours after the avalanche, when the two were reported overdue. Their dog, Valerie, was also killed.
Although it wasn't a monster slide, it was certainly large, certainly enough to bury you. And if you look at the photos, there's some pretty good chunks of snow, so it was probably windblown and packed.
Krystal 93's Tony Morrow with the Colorado Avalanche Information Center.
The avalanche danger is considerable for the Front Range and the Vail Summit zones.
That's the word this morning from the Colorado Avalanche Information Center.
Observers continue to report large and destructive avalanches. The most dangerous slopes are easterly slopes that were recently loaded by westerly winds.
And keep this in mind if you're headed into the backcountry.
Be aware that you can trigger large avalanches from below, even if you are not on steep slopes.
Tony Morrow, Krystal 93 News.
This weekend's fatalities are the first in Summit County this season, the second and third of winter in Colorado. Backcountry travelers escaped at least 4 other slides in our area since Friday: above tree line on Uneva Peak near Vail Pass, at tree line in Herman Gulch just east of the tunnels, on a ridge in the Gore Range above Gore Creek, and below tree line on Boreas Pass at Pennsylvania Creek. Those were at all elevations, most on leeward aspects. This weekend was busier on I-70 than Christmas or New Year's weekend. Much busier. More than 133,000 vehicles passed through both sides of the Eisenhower Tunnel Friday through Sunday, 29% busier than New Year's weekend, 43% busier than Christmas weekend. Daily traffic nearly hit 47,000 vehicles Friday and Sunday, like the entire population of Littleton out on the road. At least one Wall Street watchdog believes Vail Resorts is suffering from recent bad press. The Vail Daily looks at a report from Truist saying that labor issues and overwhelming hate on social media are catching up to Vail. Vail stock is trending down, trading at $70 less than before the holiday, while other leisure and rec stocks are trending up. Phoenix is the first major western city to voluntarily cut water use, part of a desperate effort to protect the Colorado River. The city hopes to save 500,000 acre-feet of water over the next 2 years. California and Nevada are also part of that plan, working with farmers and private water rights holders. In sports, the Nuggets beat the Thunder yesterday, 99-95. Today, the Avalanche play the Kraken at 7. And in local sports, brought to you by Cassandra Schultz & Associates with American Family in Dillon, Summit High Hockey beat Glenwood Springs at home Friday 7-2. The Breckenridge Vipers beat the New York Fire Department hockey team yesterday 6-3. They were led by number 42 Garrett Bailey, who got 2 goals and 1 assist. The Vipers will be back at home January 29th for the Vail Yeti. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.